What is up, everyone? So today we're gonna commentate this my first ever series, like veteran series in KOTH, which means it's a best of 5. Now to get in here, you have to be like a really fucking good player. Like you need to reach 1500 elo, and this guy's 1750, so this guy's pretty actually good. His name is Demon, and his name is Dart equals version, so definitely wanted a Dart v Dart game probably. But thing is, the way I play Dart, people don't really like it. Like, I usually avoid it, but I'm trying to win here, so I'm gonna play like this anyway. So early on, nothing special is gonna happen. We're just gonna. He actually plays like 280, like the 136 farm start, except he doesn't send red, so he can send more blues. But on this map, he doesn't really do anything. Like he sends his blues here, and I just get both my 0-2 dart while I'm doing the normal start, which is 288, the normal 36 start, and I pretty much NNL his rush almost. So strangely enough, like I set the start on close and it seemed to like NNL pretty well. So I was like, oh whatever, fuck it, I'll just keep it on close, and it actually worked. So kind of funny. Like, because usually you just put it on last and like blows all the things up. Now the round actually anti-stalled super hard and went to 130, so actually this became like a 142 farm even though it wasn't. So now massive amounts of greens coming out, and I'm planning to send just the same amount, like a huge green rush at him back, because here now he sent all his greens and he's now sending blacks, and he's not gonna have any money. So the blacks forced his triple dart, he leaked a couple lives, of course I leak more because he sent greens. Also I think my targeting wasn't the best, but now this is where magic happens. He's sending greens too, like, which really space, just kind of a mistake from him, won't force anything. Well, I'm sending a massive green rush, and he should leak a lot to this. Here I could have done some better targeting and leak like, saved like 10 lives too. But I'm fat and lazy, I guess, so I just leak. Gets up a 0-2 dart, and he still should be leaking more than... Maybe not, if I remember wrong. Okay, no, he does leak more. The blacks are 2 OP, 62 lives, maybe less. The yellows come out, he builds up his bolt, 59 lives. I don't know how many spikes he used though. I used none, maybe he used a spike and that's why it looks that way. Because I'm expecting him to leak a lot more. He actually bloom boost this, and on this keep, like, this bolt is gonna max out his shots because it's broken. And here I didn't even retarget it and it did the best shot anyway, so props to this bolt, super broken. Also, if you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe, I'll really appreciate it, it'll be very helpful to me. So here, sending leads. He also sends leads back at me, and I build my Juggernaut. How much other play you can do. I have this 0-0 farm because I don't want to upgrade it because I'm scared that he might send whites at me. But it seems like he's not the kind of player, so this I'll remember for the future, because you can play on people's... The way you outplay in Dart is you play on people's habits and mistakes. And here, like, I know that he's gonna send whites all the time. Well, I knew that from other series, he sends a big Zebra Rush, but this keep is so stupid, so I just defend this easily anyway. With a few leaks, but that's what the spikes are for. So I Bloon boost a rush back at him. Send a few whites, only 4 zebras, but he panic boosts here. Definitely didn't need to. Or maybe he just leaked so much that he's like scared. Maybe he has 0 spikes. So here I'm actually gonna pull out the bank monkey. So obviously, like, I'm definitely not on pace to BA on this. I'm just not on pace to BA, right? And instead what I decided to do is just bank. Because that's like, if you can BA, you can bank and then you can factory. That's like the hierarchy. And obviously on this keep, it's so anti-stall, it's kind of sus to go BA, so I decided to go the safe option and just bank. Here he sends rush and I boost because I thought he actually would send more. So probably a mistake for me, but also not because it's sketchy. And so Tom, Regal leads, and I build my second Juggernaut to defend this. Again, probably didn't even need to, so very good rush from him actually, it like just barely forced my Juggernaut. Just like it would be super sketchy to defend that without it, but it did defend anyway. So round like 18 coming up, and he's just like ultra fucked here because he has 2 plantations, he's not even close, like he could bank, but then it's like pressing. So here he's forced to basically go factory around 22, if he's even gonna get that, while I'm getting my BA on like round 20. And it'll be very unpleasant for him. So this basically already won. We can like fast forward notable stuff. I'm just not sending. Once I get my BAA, I start sending with AI here. Rainbows. Defend so easily. Spolts, but that's what I wanted. I wanted to build a Juggernaut and 2 Spolts. Here I got my BAA, probably 2-4, yep, 2-4. And not very eventful plays. So here, round 22, I decided to sell like Relets just to see how he'd react to map him out for the future. And here the Lets come out as the Seraphs come out, and he builds his third Juggernaut. So now I know that he's not like fully secure with Dark. More of a non-stress player. So I can remember this into the future. Any Dark map is like super advantageous for me, obviously. Because I think he's not like the most experienced Dark player. So probably fast forward, like there's really not very eventful. Just gonna over defend everything because I'm brutally ahead with my VA. But yeah, nothing happens here, and actually I think he like choke rushes me here. I'm like, my brain freezes, I'm not thinking of like, and I see the camps around, so fan club. Could have defended that with Juggernauts, but it's fine. That here I realize, wait, I just collected them, and I'm not gonna keep it until round 33. That would be ultra dump. So I just sell it instantly. But that was like not the most optimal to play with the BAA. So choke rush pretty OP from him. And here, like, I have nothing else to spend my on, so I can spend it on fan clubs. Nothing interesting. Sell my 4 darts and basic respector. And we start sending CMGs ultra spaced. And we're just gonna conserve our ground zeros as much as possible. Gonna look here to ground zero 3 CMGs as possible, but seems like it's just insta popped, so I'm forced to ground zero fast. Could be a trick to do, like send 1 CMG first and then send in groups of 2 to like force the opponent to ground zero 1 CMG at a time. So here we boost, use it for fun, and it chokes. So losing map will be Red Bloon. So he wants to go late game again, surprisingly. I guess he doesn't really know about that. Like in Bane to be a virgin with the BAA, which is gonna be exactly the same plan. 88 eco, he does again the same like this like weirder start where he like sends a million blues. And here I actually do something special. So on Shadowland I know that the darts have such a good angle against round 6 greens that they like only hit greens, that I know that do triple darts and a 0-2 just defend like 8 greens. So I build that and I delay my send like with 1 black, so I can send more greens again back at him once he runs out of money. And this should make him leak a million lives. Look at how well this defends. There's barely any greens. Now retarget my dart. And he's kinda not in the most pleasant position here. Pretty much NNL'd his rush while he's forced to... well, he actually NNL'd. So yes, he just kinda won out. Fine. But here's where he like scuffs up. He doesn't know that he needs to send like a trillion greens, I guess. Here he's sending green. There's no money. And he sold this 0-1 dart, so I'm just gonna leak less because I have more defense than him. I'm sending more than him, so he's just gonna leak a million lives here. And here I play on his fear. He built this 3rd triple dart, and I think he can yellow me, and he'll win out because he has 3 trips, but I think he doesn't realize that, so I just play on his fear and send yellows first, even though it should be him who first, I think. So here he's obviously like not the best position because he built this triple dart, he's lower on lives, and we're probably even on equal. Or no, I should be slightly ahead. But this isn't the most pleasant position for him. I think he's sitting on $1 trillion here. Or no, because he has this he's sitting on like 1.2. Maybe like insta-building this Juggernaut. No, he sends Regal Leads, that's why. I guess. Here send a million. So a few whites at him, try to bait out the Spolt. Here I abuse my lives pretty much. Million leaks and a double spike. You shouldn't do this, like, you need to know exactly what you're doing if you're gonna do this. Like, I knew that he didn't have enough money to rush to kill me with fights, that's why I did that. So I had 2 minutes. Here Zebras come out. And I'm trying to defend this, see if I can defend this boostless, and actually I'm able to. I'm very surprised at that. So, all the KOTH rush, because the KOTH players all like rush like at least 2k per rush every time. It's always 6 Zebras or nothing. Yeah. Got the farm on here. And I think I look for a bank here again, because I played this super aggro. Also, you can go BAA here, but I think like... I just kind of opted into playing more aggro, so I guess bank just kind of happened. Because obviously I can't BAA this. Here round 16 comes up, and this time I'm actually rich while banking because I have a million eco, so I actually send a million. Let's see, all a million. Send proper rush, I guess. Manages to defend that very effectively. Didn't want to tail it with too many pings, and he actually like screws up his BAA dreadfully here. Gets up his bank. Here I'm like, how can I grief you as much as possible? I send like a million leads, million this, million better, etc, etc. Force to boost. And like, this is just gonna be unpleasant. Send a Moab to him. He's playing very aggro because I think this screws him over way more than screws me. Some hella Moab train, and his ace is in a super awkward spot, so he's fell it again. But I decided not to keep up the pressure because I would really be getting my BAA up at this time. Here I was looking to go for it. I think it's way. I have to cash it out right away. And I savagely go for it here, because I'm sitting on $5k inside of it. Get it up, to this, because doing my BA or something. Send some Moab, and I just barely afford fan club. I have money in the BA. This up, and the Moab. Get the ODS, and nothing handful of coming up. He finally gets his BA, so very painful for him. And I almost die because I'm bad. Just nothing, boring. Give the late game, and I choke like a moron, I think, here. Yep. So that's basically game 2. And so it's 1-1 now. And I pick offside. Left side offside. Just didn't outplay because map is bullshit. So do the normal dart stuff, and again I'm gonna go to 88 and bank because I'm a virgin. So execute the plan, use the Simba spot like I always do. Sending blacks. My dart on close. Last. And on close. Now I'm gonna switch the forward dart to first to catch the leaks better. And eventually I'll put my left dart to first. Backwards dart. And basically this is close to like the optimized defend of this. But this on strong now, got a few blacks. And look at this, he used the 0-2 dart and he still leaks more than me. Honestly, like less spikes. It's actually insane. And here, like, I just kind of cocked myself. I got baited. I don't know why I did that, but like, I should. None of us can really send with each other because we're just too poor. There's some full rush at him. Just and he gets baited by a Spolt, so like just dreadfully ahead here. And with the aggro that I did. But this game I actually realized I'm on the whole like I see this 420 eco and I'm thinking like I don't even need to bank anymore here, I can just BAA. And that's my plan here basically. So I want to play this ultra passively, sending 2 Zebras. If he buys, again like I've mapped him out that. not very comfortable with dark. Why is that? I'm reading this, trying to read as much as possible. Still not sending, so I buy my farm. If it was wrong. I don't remember. Cancel that. Zebras. Not enough zebras, so I just defend this. Target the chug. Don't retarget the chug, because I'm like bad, I guess. Here I'm not gonna send anything, just go for my BA in here. I'm saying sorry because I know that the virgin way of playing, but you know, I wanna win. Here, sending leads. Again, this is a BAA game, so this is just gonna be super uneventful. Really. Gets up his BIA now, and he's not fast enough, so he gets it round 17. Extremely pensive. And here, like, I force his cash out here, and they mow up. I try to like time it with the AI leads, but that was a bit too early. But still, he actually, I guess his darts got kind of blocked because here just dies too. So 2-1 to me, and he picks cards, and this time I'm like sure that he's not gonna DFA me. He goes Cobra, and here actually, this is actually interesting because I'm actually playing the game. Yay. To send reds and stuff. And I'm planning to just spam pinks at him because I want to build my Gear to Dark. I don't want to greed this, like just for experience against playing Cobra players, like good Cobra rushers. Dealing in lives is super dreadful, so just get up my second Dark even, and I'll realize quickly that it wasn't the best option here. Keep sending pinks here. Also sending pinks at me, indicating that he wants to build Cobras. He builds another Cobra, and I think I stop here. Or I just don't even see it. Stop here. Like 4 Cobras, but no way the pinks are gonna do anything. Still leaking, surprisingly. And here I opt to just send a huge green rush, because I'm like traumatized by Cobra players greeting all the time. Absolutely enormous rush. Boosts here. What else is gonna do? We rush with greens. And he leaks a ton and actually builds us 3-0 boomer. And now I thought this was an absolutely amazing position to be in, but the issue is that I have 1 farm on round 8. That's not the most pleasant to be. Here round 9's coming up. And I build a 0-0 farm here instead of upgrading it. Yes, I'm afraid of regrow leads, which is exactly what I choked to here. Probably shouldn't spoil the game, so yeah. And like my Juggernaut just doesn't want to hit, it was on first. This basically kills me here. This is why regrow leads are pure cancer. And here like I can't energy, because if I energy here all outs me with raw, then I'm dead. I sell both my farms to not die here. Built a million trips and I'm basically completely lost here. He builds a Spectre. And here I actually do a annoying rush. I send a million Camel Zebras. Like I'm already lost here, so I'm just doing whatever. And like Ultra Leaks here. He buys a Bionic with the whatever the fuck charge. Like I'm ultra fucked here still. I'm gonna send those again. So yeah, nothing like ultra special here. Zebras, and actually manages to barely defend this. Kept sending them even though I saw like I thought he would be any boosts and for certain nice defend. And here like probably preemptive boost, but like, instead here I'm doing ODS here, but it's dead. Just some ace micro and I'm like sending pinks back at him. Maybe he chokes. He doesn't. So 2-2 now. Now I go blast. I'm gonna virgin the A here again. He goes both, so obviously like... Actually this time I think... I felt like maybe it anti-stall and it'll be spooky to go for a BAA. So I wanted to go bank instead. So I'm like aggroing against him. Here I know like his bow is like absolutely broken probably on blast, I'd assume it is. And what I do is send the biggest green rush I could possibly ever do to screw him up as much as possible, because I know like on ghostly like green screwed him up, but blast, since blast is ultra long, I'm gonna have to send like twice as many greens, which is exactly what I do. I delay my black super hard and I delay my green super hard so I can send literally infinite. So keep sending, keep sending, keep sending. You see how literally infinite greens, it's kind of funny. Keep sending. Finally, finally I stopped. So he gets up double grape shot with a 1-0 boat. And he actually, I think I like a trillion lives to yellows. He does this and he actually knows that the spot kind of sucks balls, so he goes here. Here now I'm gonna leak, so I build card. The spot just sucks so much balls that I leak to 3 lives. Almost die here. Defensive. The regrow yellows also perfectly just sure. Your son leads forces staying in, but I bought it before even out. Build a 0-1 dart to try to prevent regrow. Didn't really prevent it at all, but it doesn't really have to either. I was gonna spike it, but then I saw that. Why even do that? So I was gonna send Camelot, but he already has this boat, and I'm basically just gonna bank here. Virgin. Some camo shit. What's the boost here? It's just too much regrow farm. Very good rush from him. Making full use of the Juggernaut regrow farming. I just cop that rush from him. Expecting a re-rush here at any point. Then I saw he build his farm, so clear to get in my bank. So I build my bank and he's like super mad that I built it, I guess. So he sends massive rush and I almost choked it. Bad. Still seconds here to dart. Maybe I just shadly defend this, like goes too much energy here and almost die. So beat energy. He grows on this map. And so I cash out, get my second Juggernaut. It's just infinite leads. Doesn't matter what he sends. Because the Juggernauts are cracked on this map. So here I'm just gonna send literally nothing the entire game. And I think he like moves me. It's easily defended with 4 darts on strong. Get range on them too, it's sort of fun. So it blows the rush up. He rushes some Moab, I cash out everything. Got my fan club delayed as much as possible, annoying. Fan club at appropriate time. Get up the BAA on 19. So kind of risky actually, I should just get up at round 20. It's here you see like almost die and everything. Also Juggernaut on first, best. I like barely defend here. Very intensive. And basically I won. Like, I over defend hella. Like round 22 I built 3 Juggernauts, round 24 I ODS even. And just nothing special. UMGs never get hit by darts. And I play this like ultra safe. I just sell all my farms and everything. Zero, literally everything. Ground zero like super early on these CMGs. Well, here I don't, cause I don't know. Speaking of, I almost die here. Saw the GZ glitch there. Funny. But yeah, I just kind of win. So yeah, that's basically it. XD, that's the video.